I'm in IT business since the 80s of last century. Today I do not have to convince any customer that cloud makes sense. I had to be convinced myself, so I was very critical toward cloud some years ago, but cloud convinced me. Well, I'm a German, to be precise. I'm coming from Bavaria. I joined MCON in 2009, and since some years my main topic is public cloud and managed services, means running infrastructure based on public cloud. This is of course a global business, so it's not limited to any region in the world. Nevertheless, I would say that 70% of my personal workforce actually goes to China. I'm in IT business since the 80s of last century. Means you would not consider me to be a digital native. Nevertheless, I think if you would ask at MCON Group if there is a Mr.Cloud, most probably I would be the winner of this contest. Well, as MCON Group, we are mainly focusing on enabling and speeding up digitalization of automotive after-sales and retail business. As MCON Managed Services, we are not that focused on the automotive industry. It means our customers are also financial banks, consumer goods companies, automotive suppliers, so we are not limited to any branch. However, in China, nearly 100% of our customers are multinational and international companies. There is kind of a typical consumer journey if I look at our customers. So usually we are starting with more consulting task, means we have to explain to customers IT in their headquarter countries, doesn't matter if Europe or America, why bringing up infrastructure and running workloads in China is a bit different than in the rest of the world, because there are many rules and regulations which you have to consider. It's not that different from a technical point of view, but the way bringing up things in China is different. So this is pretty much explanation which we have to do in the first phase. In the next phase, we are supporting our customers in actually bringing up those workloads. Means we will take from them quite some bureaucratic burden, take their hands, lead them to those Chinese processes. And in the third phase, we will take responsibility to run those infrastructures in a secure and professional manner. Means at the very end, we are ending up in a very long-term relationship to our customers. Well, we are mainly working with three platforms, which is Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Alibaba Cloud, or Aliyun, how you say in China. We are working with these three platforms both in China and in the rest of the world. I have to confess that we have kind of a strong preference on Amazon Web Services, mainly because of two reasons. The first reason is they are technology leader, so if you look at the Gartner quadrants of the last 4 or 5 years, you will always have Amazon at the edge. Maybe even more important for us is that they have a very strong understanding of partnership. If you are a managed service partner for your customers, like MCON is, it's a business relationship, but it's also a trust relationship, because we are responsible for the infrastructure, for the security infrastructure, and this is crucial for our customers. Means they trust us. So after several years of working with AWS, we know that we always are very fast in finding appropriate partner on their side. Beside that, Amazon is claiming to be the most customer-centric company of the world, which I don't want to judge, but I can confirm that they are very customer-centric. And this somehow also matches to one of our core values, which is deliver a wow. At the very end, the differences are not too much. From a technical point of view, nearly nothing. You will have the same benefits from using cloud technology in China than in the rest of the world. It means you can bring down your cost. You can run workloads with a very high availability. You can have your infrastructure on an incredible level of security. You can benefit from the possibilities of scaling up and scaling down according to your need. China is doing a big effort in securing the Chinese cyberspace. The outcome is that we have a lot of rules and regulations. So actually the way to bring up these workloads in infrastructure may be a bit harder and a bit longer. Like I pointed out, part of our customers' journey with MCON, that we try to take away that burden and to ensure that they are as fast as possible. Okay, our first cloud customer in China, maybe BMW or Paulana, I don't remember. Today I do not have to convince any customer that cloud makes sense. I had to be convinced myself, so I was very critical toward clouds some years ago, but cloud convinced me. Today it's not convincing someone to use cloud. It's more convincing a customer how to use cloud. So the bandwidth of services you can use is getting very wide, and it's more the challenge, where can I fit the services, find the services, and which services to orchestrate in order to make the best benefit. I can give you an example. Last year we established a business partnership with our partner VAct, because their services are fitting very good to our CARDIS portfolio. And we have seen that there is quite some potential for them. And we have been starting to talk with them about how could they benefit from going to cloud, run their services on a Docker-based, Kubernetes-based environment, change their way of deploying applications to the cloud. It's not like they will have been shifting their application to the cloud. They will have a completely different and much faster way of bringing new features they are developing to the cloud. They will be able to deploy to other regions in the world like Japan, US, China, in a very short time. So if they have an upcoming customer in, let's say, Mexico, where also one of our offices is, it won't take us longer than a couple of days to deploy the complete application stack of VAct to Mexico. So this is a real benefit. It's not about convincing, it's about showing a customer where the concrete benefit and opportunities are. What is an AWS certification challenge? We learned that these certifications are very hard to get. So if you want to pass the exam, you have to train a lot and you have to know a lot. And our problem in daily work is that we have too many things to be done. It's simply hard to find the time. So we are taking 3 months of the year, usually December to February, and doing our own internal AWS certification change. What does this mean? The company is supporting also with additional training materials, and we are doing kind of a gamification. Of course, this also needs motivation. So for example, motivation can mean money in this case. This is a good motivation. So the first colleague to deliver a certificate, let's say a special certification, will receive an amount of money. The second one, also amount of money, but less. The third one, so this makes a challenge out of this. And we have seen during several years that this is very successful. So actually they like it. They like it that much that our new office in Mexico asked us, they missed the last challenge, asked us if they can have a challenge of their own. So we are just organizing this and we'll start it soon. And this is ensuring that at MCON our community of specialists for public cloud is increasing constantly. So, of course, we are increasing our knowledge in daily work. That's what we do. But it's also important to show our knowledge and our excellence with these certifications. And that's what we do. And I'm very happy that these kind of challenges really works out very good.